call the natural Rind cheeses is when you let nature do what nature does, and I equate it to like to bread makers. Like when you bake bread, you put it in the oven, and when heat and air meet, it forms a crust, and it's not a different ingredient than what's inside the bread, but because of as a result of the heat and the air, it has a different texture. The same thing happens with cheese. When it meets air and humidity, it forms a rind, a natural rind, and that's why they call these natural Rind cheeses or traditional Rind cheeses. This is a cappuccino, and this is aged 8 months. It's pressed pretty hard. I lived for many years in Italy, and I teach Italian, and so I've replicated some of, I would say, the Italian tradition in cheese making, which simply means to me a lower salinity in the bread.
Really good.
The sense of having like salt not be the first flavor, but maybe the third, is what I call capriago. It's slightly milder. It's not aged as long. And Asiago will come in fresco, medio, stravecchio. So this is the medio, and this is aged about 4 months, 3-4 months, whereas this was like 8 or 9. I have one that I age a year that I just released during the holidays. It's excellent. It's called Romeo. One thing you'll also see is that in this is kind of the forensic of cheese. This is very beautiful. It's a blue mold that grows out on the grasses, on the wild ryegrass outside in the laguna down there, and it comes in through here, and it populates on, particularly like goat milk. I particularly find it on goat milk. And I think it just kind of tells a lot about the terroir, where this cheese comes from. You're not going to find this everywhere.